Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, your host, Pop. And April, a new month, a new theme. And this theme is back to the 1990s. Yes, indeed, we're going back to the golden age, as it were, of anime shows. There were some real great shows that appeared during this decade, and we're gonna go through some of them that were very popular and some that were a little more obscure. And I hope you'll tell me what yours were along the way. We can share some of the shows that we watched and maybe even check some of them out. But before we get to that, I'm going to do some news of the week. We got to get caught up on what happened all last week. We'll check some rankings. Then after that, we'll hit the main event, where I've picked 3 different shows from the 90s to watch. I hope you enjoy your time. Let's get to it. Here we go. We're going back to Monday. Anime Central hosts 765 Pro, Cinderella Girls Idols from the Idolmaster. Anime Japan reports record attendance in 2026. They had 156,000 attendees counted over 2 public days. That's great. Nice to see that they have a lot of people attending that convention. The first Demon Slayer Infinity Castle film's box office earnings in Japan exceeds 40 billion yen. Whew! The film is second in Japan to exceed 40 billion yen in earnings after Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Mugen Train. Good for those guys. Wow. 40 billion yen for Demon Slayer. A lot of people must really love that show. I myself have not gotten into watching Demon Slayer. Nippon Sangoku Anime reveals 4 more cast members and ending song in the 3rd trailer. Line Yahoo gains control of Kakao Games following stake acquisition. Golden Kamuy Anime's final arc continues in winter with Runaway Train Climax. Well, you guys are going to have to wait. If you're watching Golden Kamuy, you're going to have to wait until the winter time. Go For It Nakamura TV anime gets same-day English dub. Love Live Hasu no Sora Jogakuin School Idol Club Films trailer previews music. That's all for Monday. Let's move along to Tuesday. Komikami Girls Anime announces 3 more cast members. I Want to End This Love Game anime's promo video previews opening theme song. The Insipid Prince's Furtive Grab for the Throne anime reveals cast, staff, and a July debut. Chitose is in the Ramoon Bottle anime's 2nd part premieres in 2026. Oh, okay, that's one I've been watching, and they did delay the last 2 episodes, so I've got to watch those, catch up, and it looks like it's coming out for a 2nd part. R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos Games trailer reveals a June 18th release. It's coming out for the Switch 2, the regular Switch, PS4, PS5, PS4, Xbox, and PC. Wow, everything. Dark Horse licenses The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom art book. Okay, it's a 2024 book based on 2023 Switch game, ships on October the 20th. But Dark Horse Comics announced on Tuesday it's licensed The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. For those of us that like art books, and I do like art books, I've collected my own select art books I have from different shows, and I do have one of the Zelda ones from way back. I believe it was Zelda Historia. Hyrule Historia from Dark Horse as well. Yep. Just checking my shelf out. Yeah, it's on the shelf. But I don't think it had... No, it couldn't have. No, it wouldn't have had Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild in it. But there you go. More art books coming. I'm happy about that. Next up, Love Live. Hasu no Sora Jogakuin School Idol Club project gets TV anime in 2027. And that's all for Tuesday. Moving along to Wednesday. Saved by the Ice Cold Prince's Embrace manga gets light anime in July. The Sixth Be Forever Yamato Rebel 3199 Films teaser previews plot twist. I really must catch up on my Yamato anime. The Fable TV anime gets second season. Crunchyroll to stream Haibara's Teenage New Game Plus, Rilakkuma, The Classroom of a Black Cat and a Witch. Classroom of a Black Cat and a Witch, and more anime. Yes, Crunchyroll, we know. You always seem to be dominating here, but hopefully High Dive and other streaming services will be able to knock you down a peg. Always a Catch anime cast Tetsu Inada. Muv-Luv Unlimited, the Day After game, launches for Switch on April 16th. And that's all for Wednesday. Let's move along to Thursday. The Ogre's Bride live-action film opens at number 3. Poupelle of Chimney Town anime at number 5. Doraemon film stays at number 1. The second live-action Golden Kamuy film drops to number 6. And Assassination Classroom, the movie, drops to number 8. Gachiakuda RPG reveals new character trailers. Okay, so they're going to come out with an RPG for Gachiakuda. I watched that anime. I thought it was great. Really filled the void of the 3Ds. Hey, how you doing, Alex? Good to see you. You watched Gachiakuda, didn't you? It was dystopian, desolate, and dramatic. Very good show. Definitely recommend Gachiakuda. Tiger and Bunny anime gets stage play to celebrate the 15th anniversary. Whew, it's already been 15 years of Tiger and Bunny. Kantai Collection C2 Kiken reveals Kigo Kikaku game. Not the 3Ds you were hoping for, Godzillionaire? How you doing? Kaiju in the house. I know. You were probably looking for double Ds, right? This is a simulation RPG in development for PC and mobile. Okay. I do like me some Kantai Collection. I have watched both seasons of that. I really liked the second season. It was very bittersweet. Next up, Mao anime to stream on Hulu in the US, on Disney Plus in Canada, Latin America, Australia, and New Zealand. This one, I just watched it this morning. And It's by Rumiko Takahashi. And if you know, I have a bone to pick with Rumiko Takahashi because all she can do is isekai and awkward romance. And in Mao, we get isekai. And I'm going to be 100% sure that it's going to be awkward romance between Mao and Nanako. So, Rumiko Takahashi, different faces, same story over and over and over again. And you can check up. Don't take my word for it. Just read up on Inuyasha. Read up on Ranma, Maison Ikoku. Any of those shows that she's created. It's all the same thing. Next up, the U.S. Patent Office rejects Nintendo patent involving summoning characters to fight. This is a win, I feel. This is a win for everybody else who has that game mechanic. And it's like, listen here, Nintendo, you can't just claim everything. You just can't patent everything. I think they need to be knocked down a peg, or maybe a couple. Kick them down a bit. Pokemon's been around for 30 years. I don't think you have to worry about losing your market share. It's still a good game for kids and such, but people are looking for a lot more. And if you can't share, then this is what happens. You get kicked down. So that's what happened. Next, Nintendo tries to patent plumbers. Yeah, exactly. And that's the new management over at Nintendo. Anybody that had any sort of whimsy or, were gamers first, they're gone now. Or they're not in a position of power. Now they've got accountants and businessmen in charge. And you just suck all the fun and life out of your games. And you end up with stupid stuff like this where they're suing people because they feel, oh, we got a patent here, we've got to protect it. It's like, no, you don't. You think you do, but you don't own everything. So I have a problem. I do like Nintendo games. I do like Nintendo as a company. They used to be really good, but then it was the change in leadership that happened. It's too bad. A lot of those guiding hands have passed on. Hiroshi Yamauchi and Satoru Iwata, those guys, Gunpei Yokoi, all those guys, they're not around anymore to help make sure that fun, be profitable, but make sure that fun, you're getting the fun out there. Just a second here. All right, sorry about that. Let's move along here. It's I did watch what was it? Legal Mindset. He talked about this as well. About the whole Nintendo thing. So he had quite a good video on it. Like I say, knock them down a bit. And if you're so worried about it, make your games better. New Ghost in the Shell anime screens global premiere at Annecy in June. All right, more Ghost in the Shell, which is one of the shows that came out in the 90s. Yeah, there we go. A lot of banger shows come from the 90s. And that's when I really got my start watching anime and just dove right in head first. I was just, when the 90s started, I was just getting into my 20s. And, you get a job and you get money and you're like, all right, I'm going to pursue my hobbies. My hobbies are anime. And boom, just going for it. buying VHSs and such. I didn't have a Laserdisc player, so I didn't buy Laserdiscs, but I made sure to buy up VHSs when I could. Not easy to find at that point in time, but you did your best. Snowball Earth anime gets same-day English dub. Hunter Nen Impact game adds DLC character Shizuku on April the 16th. Sword Art Online's Echoes of Aincrad game preview story and trailer. Chainsmoker Cat anime announces 6 more cast members and a July 2nd debut. Chainsmoker Cat. Okay. That's all on Thursday. Friday. Crunchyroll, Aniplex's joint venture, Hayate, acquires anime studio La Douce. I don't know. I don't like it. Crunchyroll getting way too big. The Strongest Job is apparently not a hero or a sage anime. Gets game on April 23rd with English release. Sunsoft's arena shooter game launches for the PS5, PS4, Switch, and PC. I believe they were talking about this anime on Brandon's stream. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but apparently the appraiser is the best job. And I thought they were talking about the one show I had watched all the way through was the Worthless Appraiser. But nope, it's a completely different one. Okay. Kamen Rider franchise establishes animated film label with first project by Aniplex Shirogumi. Okay, Kamen Rider fans, there you go. They have a animated film label. So expect more Kamen Rider out there? Ufotable Production IG to create 188 new illustrations for Tales of Game Series 30th anniversary. Whew. 30th anniversary for Tales games. I've played at least Tales of Graces for the PS3. I don't think I've played any other Tales games. But I wonder if they'll have a art book we can get. Oh, I watched this show this morning. Daemons of the Shadow Realm. Anime gets same-day English dub. Yeah, I watched it. It was... oof. Well, we can go into that after. Street Fighter 6 games trailer teases DLC character Ingrid. Hulu to stream Mission, Yozakura Family Season 2, Snowball Earth anime. We'll skip by the old anime manga releases. That's all for Friday. Move along to Saturday. Scum of the Brave animes. New video unveils more cast, new theme songs. Let Me Fix You Yuri manga gets short anime. Akane Banashi anime announces 5 more cast members. And just a short news day for Saturday. That was just 3 articles, and that's it. Moving on to Sunday, that's today. Star Detective Precure anime gets film opening on September the 18th. Japan's video game rankings. Here we go. From the 16th to the 22nd. Number 1, Pokemon Pocopia. At number 2, a PS5 game, Crimson Desert. Back to the Switch with Monster Hunter Stories 3. Mario Kart World, Mario Tennis. Another PS5 game, Resident Evil Requiem. And we're back to the Switch with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, the download version. Animal Crossing, Minecraft. Animal Crossing for the PS2. For the Switch 2. Pokemon Legends ZA for Switch 2 and Switch 1. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Momotaro Densetsu. Nintendo Switch Sports. Kirby Air Riders. Monster Hunter Stories 3 for the PS5. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And Dragon Quest VII Reimagined for the Switch 2. There we go. That was Pokemon Pocopia, the first one. Okay, next up. Video game rankings for the 23rd to the 29th. It's still Pokemon Pocopia, followed by Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. Oh, nice. I wonder if that's one I should pick up. I do like Mega Man. Super Mario Brothers Wonder plus Mina de Rinden Park. Mario Kart World. Monster Hunter Stories 3. Oh, Crimson Desert for the PS5 is at number 6. After that, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Winning Post 10. Mario Tennis Fever. Winning Post 10 for the PS5. Winning Post 10 for the Switch 2. Minecraft. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Resident Evil for the PS5. Handsome Laundering, The Mystic Lover for the Switch. Okayu Newmu for the Switch. Animal Crossing for the Switch 2. Pokemon Legends for the Switch. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And finally for the Switch 2, Pokemon Legends ZA. There we are. Pokemon Pocopia still at number 1. And Nintendo's out here suing people, trying to patent things. Your game is number 1. Like, get a hold of yourself there. The Detective is Already Dead anime unveils Season 2's first video and Switch game. Oh, what? Already? But The Detective's Already Dead, it just started, and they already have Season 2 ready to go? Okay. And that's it. You're all caught up on the news. I would go to the Anime News Network rankings, but they don't have them yet for the start of this season. So what we'll do is we'll go to where people have been watching these shows. And as you can see, One Piece at number 1. Jujutsu Kaisen, The Culling Game, number 2. Hey, Cow! Hey, good to see you, man. Yeah, happy Easter to you too. You got a brunch with family? You just wanted to wish me and mine a good one? Have a great... Yeah, you too, buddy. Have a good Easter. Don't eat too much chocolate. And, just have a great time in general, being around friends and family. Yeah, what a great... It's been great. It's been a nice long weekend for those of us that have up here. Unless you're a government employee, you only get Friday off. So stat holiday for us normal people is just Good Friday. If you work for the government or anything like that, municipal, federal, provincial, you'll get Monday off as well. I guess they asked for that, so they got it. I suppose we could put it in our collective bargaining agreement, but I think just Friday is good enough. 3 days off of work. Time to recharge, relax, watch the snow melt, which is what's going on right now, in case you're wondering. It is melting here, but you can still see lots of it all over the ground. The ground hasn't heated up enough yet, so the ground's still frozen. And hopefully once it stays warmer longer, the ground will thaw out, and then the snow will just eventually melt into the ground. That's how it goes. Anyways, back to our list here. Number 2 is JJK. Number 3, the strongest job is apparently not a hero or sage, but an appraiser. Number 4, Daemons of the Shadow Realm. Number 5, the time I got reincarnated as a slime. 6 is Fire Force Season 3 Part 2, which was recommended to me by Godzillionaire. He said I should watch Fire Force. He liked it. I can add it to the list, of course. At number 7, Hell's Paradise Season 2. Number 8, Freyr and Beyond Journey's End Season 2. At number 9, Kusanoki's Garden of Gods. That is one I have not heard of yet. And at number 10, Classroom of the Elite 4. So there's your rankings for now at the early start of this season, because I know a lot of shows have just started. All right. Well, that's it for that. Let's get to the main event. And that main event is going to be 90s anime shows. Let's go. Let's get this fired up here. Okay, and the first one, what did I have here? Oh, yes. Where are you? Just make this bigger. The show in question started in exactly 1990. So right at the beginning of the decade. And you had some good pickings for sure. And in case you can't recognize her, this is Devil Hunter Yoko. And the first time I saw her, I had just rented her VHS from the video store. And they had, I can't remember if they had all. I think they had number 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then I had to go out and get 5 and 6 somewhere else. Anyways, there's 6 altogether. It's just a very short OVA. But this is from episode 2. So she's been practicing to be a devil hunter. She has a killer sword there. And she's just out practicing getting rid of devils. Let's see. Oh, we've got the, looks like a slime beast. She's taking care of it. And I think a couple of cuts there, and it's done. Defeated. And it looks like her friend from school is there, who is her self-proclaimed manager. And there's our title. Devil Hunter Yoko 2. And I think she reads a lot of manga too, because you can see. Oh, it looks like this says Kodzilla. This looks like almost like Ranma. It is. Oh, it says Ranma 1/3. So they can't put exact titles, but they stretch the names a bit. You can sort of see little in jokes there. So she likes her manga and anime. Let's see. She is. It's almost 8 o'clock. She is gonna be late. Is she gonna be late? Oh. She thinks she's gonna be late, but it's Sunday. No school. She doesn't have to go to school. But she's lamenting that her mother and grandmother went on vacation because now that Yoko's the devil hunter, they can relax now. And you can see, wow, she's got a lot of game systems. Looks like she's got SNES. That looks like it might be PC Engine. Looks like Sega Genesis. Messy room. Meanwhile, there's construction going on, and it looks like it's near a shrine. And these guys are, looks like they're, the tree fell on the shrine and crushed it. So this can't be good, because you know what happens when you disturb shrines. That's when the demons come out. We have this young lady. She is looking for Yoko's house. So she's trying to find her way. Makes her way onto the area that they're constructing. They're tearing down a bunch of stuff, reshaping the land, clearing it for development, as it were. She finds herself a little dog, but she also sees something strange, a blurry figure standing in front of the shrine. Something that is uneasy. And she can sense something, that the forest seems to be crying. So she does find her way to Yoko's place, and with her letter of introduction. Apparently she's the friend of her grandmother's. She wants to be a devil hunter as well. She explains where she's from. She has her own little, looks like something you slip over to your hand. She wears. Meanwhile, Yoko's quote-unquote manager came in. She wants to put up posters everywhere, advertising Yoko and her devil hunting abilities. Yoko's obviously against it. She's like, oh, you don't have to put that stuff up where everybody can see it. It's embarrassing. But, of course, Azusa, who is the girl that just arrived, the girl that wants to be a devil hunter, she's all for it. She's like, yep, we'll get that stuff put up. Over at the construction site, though, there's concerns. This guy, on the right is concerned that they're falling behind on schedule, so they're going to have to run 24 hours a day. So lots of guys to put to work. Some guys are going to have to work shift work. This is terrible. I don't care for that. And then all of a sudden they hear a sound from the forest. And they're like, oh, what was that? They found feudal era swords and armor. So that's not good. But he goes to have a look. Very unnerving. Especially when you start hearing voices about disturbing their eternal sleep. So he gets spooked easily. And with good reason. There is lots of demonic energy there. They're putting up posters, but then all of a sudden Azusa feels that she can see there's dark shapes in the forest. Of course, Chi can't see it, but Azusa sees it. Meanwhile, this guy is getting carried away on a stretcher, and the workers are all talking about a curse. Of course, the supervisor, typical supervisor, it's just an accident. Get back to work. Right? See that? Art imitates life. Typical supervisor. Tells them they're going to work 24 hours a day. Hey, how you doing, Salver? How's things? Happy Easter to you. We're just, this is the theme of the stream for this month is 90s anime, and we're checking out Devil Hunter Yoko. Yeah, get back to work, he says. No, Yoko and Azusa are going to have a bath. Meanwhile, the construction site is working 24 hours a day. I don't know why this guy should be worried, because all the lights just went out. All across the city, lights go out. Yoko and Azusa are going to check it out. Everybody's running because things are getting really bad. It looks like the spirits are being very malevolent. I think Yoko's getting ready. Azusa is gone already. Oh, but she forgot her little amulet. It looks like that dog is possessed, and it starts attacking her. She gives it a good hard slap. Then they appear, and they want retribution because they've been disturbed. Azusa was going to spring into action, but she noticed she left her amulet behind. And they just tie her up to a tree, and they're getting ready to use their swords. And finally, Yoko shows up. And it's time for Magical Girl Transformation. Go! She's got her sword, and she jumps into action to take these guys on. There we go. Azusa's got her little wrist thing. But things are getting worse now. As we have now the Demon King Onra makes an appearance. And he's not screwing around. He is big, bad, and ugly and slaps Yoko around. She tries to fight valiantly. Finally, Azusa pulls her Yoko's sword and holds on to it. And finally, she does a transformation. There we go. And she's got her own weapon to use. And they both spring into action to take this guy down. Lots of slicing. They eventually overwhelm him. And he's defeated. And she realizes that maybe Devil Hunters should do more than just defeat the demons. They should try to take care of the shrines of the spirits that watch over the land, the sea, the air. And they meet up with Chi as she's out for her morning jog. And they're like, let's go have some breakfast. And that's it for Devil Hunter Yoko number 2. As you can see there. 1992, 1997, 1993. A truly 90s anime. Next up. Let me see. Oh, right. It's not here. It's going to be on YouTube of all places. Can you believe it? Let's go here. There we go. And we'll just go here. All right, you might be able to see the title. Oh, maybe not. No, I'm in the way there. I can put myself over there. There we go. Kyato Ninden Tayandi. What is that, you might say? Well, it was known in the West here as Samurai Pizza Cats. And let me tell you, this is a lot different, little darker tone than how goofy Samurai Pizza Cats were. These citizens that live here are called Animalroids, and they live in Edoropolis. So, you know, Edo, the old name for Tokyo. In Edoropolis, there's never a dull moment. This is the opening they're singing there. Apparently they get launched out of a giant pew-pew. They call themselves metallic ninjas with tails. There's quite a big group of them. We just saw the 3, but there's more than that. So there's wicked robots that are breaking the peace. They call themselves Nyankees on the side of justice. The title Secret Ninja Trio Nyanke Dispatch. So, just life happening around town. Edoropolis is just bustling. There's their place. Pizza Cats. Welcome, Pizza Cats. Yam pizza, yellow-tailed pizza. Yeah, they got lots of pizzas. Egg pizza. Oh, it's a delivery to Miss Omitsu. She wanted to give it to him, but he's like, I'll take it. And a fight begins on who's going to deliver this pizza. Now we've got the crows, it looks like. So it's a little back and forth battle between the two as to who's going to deliver it. There we are. They finally made it to Miss Omitsu. He's like, here you go. Here's your pizza. And it was him. But I think this fella landed on jumped down, landed on his head, and took the pizza from him. As he supplies a rose on top of it for her to be extra, extra sweet. There he is. He's standing on his head. So that's the white one is Yataru, and then there's Skashi in the blue outfit. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna just bust this tree over your head. And they start fighting, of course. Except that Lady Omitsu, whenever she gets excited or angry, she fires missiles out of the top of her head. All of a sudden, turns dark. And there's a dragon. It's a flying dragon. And it's just wrecking the town. When it flies over top, they get a look. There's something screwy they see. It's like, oh, see a bunch of eyes. Meanwhile, at the, I believe this is the home of the daimyo, the guy who runs town. He has a meeting with all his ministers. There he is there. He wants answers. Why they can't get rid of the dragon. Finally, he's losing his mind here. He's like, you guys should all just off yourselves because you're so useless. Except for Master Wanko. He's got an idea. He's like, I have people I can get in touch with that live in darkness. And they can get rid of this dragon. Now we see that it's backroom dealing and treachery from this guy. He's the daimyo. He's working with the crows. He wants it to rampage even more. Because he wants to become the shogun. Of course he does. He's not just happy being the daimyo. He's got to be the shogun. Once again, the dragon attacks. Makes a big mess, but they get the call. He's made the call now to the Yankee. Here we go. They're going to get launched. After their armor, they change into their armor and they take aim. And there they go. Boom. They're on the way. Of course, they have their introductions when they meet the enemy. They realized that it was just a paper dragon with the crows holding it up. Which is why they use the black clouds to hide their feathers. And they have their ninja arts they use. She uses her claws. Uses the umbrella to make them all dizzy and attack one another. The only thing that was metal on that dragon was the legs. So they're going to... He's going to sick them on there, but he's like, nope, not on my watch. That is cute, eh, Alex? Yeah. Way different vibe and attitude than the dub, for sure. Not as goofy, not as... yeah, just way more serious. And he splits that in half with his swords. Of course, this guy's upset that they won. And they're on a bridge. They're like, hey, yeah, we did it. All right. And then the bridge breaks and he falls into the water. They explain a few things about the show. And there we go. That is Kayato Ninden Teyandi, or Samurai Pizza Cats. And you can watch this on YouTube. It's on there right now. I think it's got all the episodes. This was just the first one, but you do yourself a favor. If you're into it, watch some Samurai Pizza Cats on YouTube. Like I said, they're all there. Okay, so that was the second one. The third one. Yes. Okay, let's here. Let's see. Just have to find it here. Hey, the Underground. Hey, how you doing? You're the same Underground I'm thinking of. It's been like ages, has it not? We're just going through anime from the 1990s. April is all about the 1990s anime, and I've got some really great ones that I almost forgotten about. Some of these shows you watch and it sticks with you for years and years as you consider what a great show it was. So well done. Shows like Cowboy Bebop or Trigun. Those shows, they have staying power. They stick for years and years and years. It is, yeah, it is, you guys. The Underground. It's been a minute. Yeah, it has. It's been a long minute, hasn't it? All right, so the first show I showed today was Devil Hunter Yoko. The second one was Samurai Pizza Cats, but I showed the subtitle version, which has a way different tone to it. I would definitely recommend watching the original one. The dub is just it's not that good. It's just too goofy and not serious at all. And the puns are just terrible. Yeah, so watch the original. This third one I've got is called Irresponsible Captain Tyler. Another classic show about a slacker who becomes captain of his own starship. Let's try that here. There we go. This is an OVA, so it's like an hour and a half long. We'll just do the first 30 minutes because that's a long time to go through the whole thing. Let's see. We've got our opening here. There he is. There's Irresponsible Captain Tyler. So him and his crew are at a gala gathering, having a good time. Everyone's got their own different personalities and things they think about. Looks like the commander likes the lieutenant there. Or the lieutenant likes the commander. So he's supposed to report to the admiral. He's like, huh, okay. Where is he? So they take him, they drop him in the ocean and make him swim for it. Right? Here we go. Like, hey, you got your parachute? Yeah, okay, get out. And he makes him swim to where this guy is. You gotta run? Okay, Godzilla, thanks for coming out, man. It's always good to see you. We'll see you next time. Make sure to watch yourself some 90s anime while you're at it. Some good nostalgia. So apparently the enemies developed a terrible weapon. So he is like, here is what's going on. Apparently he wants to tell him something, and it's going to be so no one else can listen in. He's going on a secret mission. And he tells him, if you complete the mission successfully, I'll make your dream come true, whatever his dream is. When he gets back, his crew is all bandaged up. Everyone's bruised and battered. He's like, what went on here? They're like, nah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. First, the lieutenant's like, yeah, it was all our fault. They're like, well, what did you get called for? He's like, oh, I think we're gonna get a raise in pay. Hello, Sylvia. Welcome. Hugs to me, hugs to you too. And a happy Easter. Hope everyone's got their eggs and rabbits and whatever else. And if you're in Canada, you've got your Kinder Surprise. So the clandestine mission begins. He wants her to contact some captain of another ship. Meanwhile, on the aliens vessel, they're chatting about what this fellow wants to do. She wonders why he doesn't want to be an admiral of his own fleet. He's like, yes, but then I wouldn't be by your side to protect you. Salutations and Ostara blessing. Oh, yes, Ostara. Very good. Setha33, welcome. I haven't seen you around before, but I'm glad to have you here. I am Pop Culture Mechanic, and I stream Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays. We do retro gaming on Saturdays and anime Sundays and trades talk on Tuesdays. Right now, the theme of April is going to be 1990s anime, and I've already gone through 2 shows, and this is the 3rd one, called Irresponsible Captain Tyler. The other 2 were Devil Hunter Yoko and Samurai Pizza Cats. So yes, we're going along here. Obviously, he really likes her. He likes her a lot. So he helps her out. He's trying to be what she's looking for in a guy. So they're having a chat as he's helping her out. Meanwhile, he finds her, the captain. Captain Tyler finds her. They talk about duty and what war demands for soldiers. Meanwhile, on the alien ship, they're talking about the princess taking vacation, but he says no. This guy says no. If she does, somebody has to take her place. There's the admiral. All the ships launch. And Tyler's ship is the Soyokaze. And it has to leave break formation with the rest of the fleet. My stream appeared on your feed. Wholesome to see this. You watched anime since the 80s. Yes. Well, hey, we have something in common then, because I have watched anime when I was a young lad. I believe it was like 1979 when I tuned into my first show, which was Space Battleship Yamato, also known as Star Blazers. But yes, great. And you've been watching it for so long, so you must have seen some real great shows in the 90s. Can you remember some of your favorites? Also, I'm glad that my stream appeared on somebody's feed. Sometimes wonder about YouTube sometimes, where it just kicks you to the bottom of a deep abyss and doesn't even show your stuff to anybody. Anyway, now they're being showed what their mission is, and apparently the aliens have come up with a new weapon that gets through shields and armor plating. It phases through the shields and the armor plating and explodes in the ship. So they're making barriers and armor useless. So they're going to try to catch the ship that has those bombs off guard and destroy it. The Railgun Fleet. That's what it's called. Apparently, the Aranami is as the other ship that's supposed to be with them, and they have a big problem with them. This ship that's supposed to be part of the same fleet, and they do not care for them at all. Here we go. Big attack coming. So that's quite the battle going on. Lots of destruction. Apparently they hit the gravity control. Everyone's floating around. And finally it comes out why they had that big fight. And it seems that the crew from the Aranami insulted the captain of the Soyakaze. So Tyler, they insulted Captain Tyler, and the crew stood up for him and got in a big fight. And all he says to that is, well, everything they said about me is true. So that's his attitude. So they've been captured. They're thinking about what they do. So they're figuring out things. Well, that's the first half hour of Irresponsible Captain Tyler, the OVA. They've been captured. If you want to see what happens to them, you'll have to find out on your own. Yes, Irresponsible Captain Tyler from, what year was that? 1993. Another good show to enjoy. I really like Captain Tyler. He just, we're just through dumb luck and his lazy attitude, he manages to save the day. Oh, and one thing, it's time to play Guess That Background. If anyone can tell me which show this character is from. So I've been doing this for a while now. Anytime anybody guesses it, I change the background until the next time. So if somebody can tell me what show this character's from, you'll win. Setha Berserk, the Clamp ones like Cardcaptor Sakura, also Sailor Moon. Have you seen the Artemis on the NASA table? Then Rurouni Kenshin, Saint Seiya, X 1990. Oh, yes. So I've heard of some of those, and I've watched a bit of Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon, of course. Have you seen Magic Knight Rayearth? That's another good Clamp one. I haven't seen Artemis on the NASA table. Rurouni Kenshin I know of, but I haven't watched it. Saint Seiya, same thing, I know of it. And X 1999, I used to read that in Anime America magazine. They had their manga section, and it was X 1999. So you're a big Clamp fan then, eh? Clamp's good stuff. They do excellent art. And like I say, Magic Knight Rayearth, one of the better isekai shows. No guesses yet as to the background? If you want, you can contact me on Twitter. I know they call it X now, but Twitter. And I have my Discord as well. I'll see if I can get my link for the Discord. I usually, how do you do this again? That's how we do it. There's a link to my Discord. It's called The Shop, because of course it is. You know, mechanics work in the shop. All right, so the 3 shows today for the 1990s: Devil Hunter Yoko, Samurai Pizza Cats, the subtitle version, and Irresponsible Captain Tyler. Yes, Magic Knight Rayearth. You have some mangas in Swedish, and watch some of the ones named in Spanish, Japanese, and Swedish. Wow. That's all our languages. That's great, though. Yeah, I mean, Magic Knight Rayearth. Such a excellent. And there's a game there's actually 2 games I've seen. There's one for the Super Nintendo, and there's also one for the Sega Saturn, which has a lot more full motion video attached to it. So that would be a fun one to play on the Sega Saturn, Magic Knight Rayearth. It follows the show really well. Okay, so next up, let's go to shows of the season. And I do this with AniList. If you are into anime and such, you can keep track of it on AniList. And I am so glad I did this. It is so much better to help track the shows I've watched and shows that are coming up. Not just that, but manga as well. It can track your manga that you read. And you can make your own lists. And it tracks how many you've completed and such. Let's see here. This? Yes. Apologize, you don't use Discord. You meant there are pictures in the news about NASA. A picture shows Artemis from Sailor Moon on there. Ah! That is hilarious. Somebody's an anime fan in NASA, eh? Yeah, and you know it's not mandatory to use Discord. It's just something I just tell people. But AniList is a great way to track all your shows that you watch. Pretty well-rounded here between action, comedy, adventure, fantasy, and sci-fi. Like the bands are pretty equal. The bands of colors here for each different genre. And then you can add your favorite characters. Anyways, getting to this season, which is spring 2026. A few shows have started already. There's some that haven't. We'll go over the ones here. The first one being Observation Log of My Fiancée Who Calls Herself a Villainess. This is a bit of a strange one, but it seems that the prince here is a genius, and difficult tasks are just mundane for him because he's so talented and smart. Until this girl shows up and says she's going to ruin his relationship with whatever princess he's going to be with. She's going to try to ruin it because that's what the game says. Apparently she does this in games. So she might have been isekai'd from somewhere else because she's played a game, and she's like, oh, I'm the villainess. Except it doesn't seem that she is the villainess, because he's like, oh, you're pretty cute, and I can't figure out what you're going to do next. So I'm intrigued, and he just keeps her around because maybe he's falling for her. I don't know. I've only watched the one episode because that's all there is so far. This is going to be a wait and see show to see if I drop it or not. Next up, Demons of the Shadow Realm. Okay, this one, very graphic, very adult orientated because of the sheer violence that it depicts. You had 2 twins born on the same day, one in the evening, or one in the evening, one in the morning. And then 16 years later, they get attacked by like government agents. They live in a town that doesn't know anything about the outside world. There's no modern technology. And they don't know of it. Because when they see the helicopters and airplanes in the air, they think they're dragons. So, okay, so they've been just hidden away from anything resembling technology. And then they attack the village, and a lot of people get, put in the ground. And so our main character has to escape. But it seems there's a supernatural element to this as well, as he has his own demons. And it seems like other people have their own demons. So we're probably going to get some demon fighting. So I'll stick with this is going to be a long one. This looks like it's 2 cours, so it's 24 episodes. We'll see whether it holds my interest or whether it's just something to throw to the wayside. Do You Like Big Girls hasn't started yet. At least I don't think so. Fist of the North Star, not yet. Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku. That haven't started yet. Haibara's Teenage New Game Plus. This is time travel again. Fella who is older now, dreams of being able to do his high school all over again. And of course, he's getting a second chance to make changes, and he does. So if he knows what's to come, is he going to be able to make himself have a happy high school time rather than the boring and miserable time he had before? He gets to do it over again and hopefully make it a lot more happy. So the first thing he did was get himself in shape, which was a big thing. He had a whole month to get himself into shape, and he did. And of course, he's going to more club activities with people, and the girl of his dreams, he's talking to her, and it's working out well for him. So let's see what happens. I want to end this love game. Hasn't started yet. Ichijoma Mankitsu Gurashi hasn't started. Killed Again, Mr. Detective. I do like a good mystery to watch. And this one, he's the son of a famous detective, and he's got some detective skills, and he's got a helper. Season's rough for you, Salver? Why is that? Are there not a lot of shows that are piquing your interest? But the Killed Again Mr. Detective, apparently he gets killed. At the end of the episode there, he takes a knife to the throat. And he's down. But apparently he can't die? I have yet to figure this out. What's going on here, but he was getting too close to finding out who might be the person that's guilty of murder. So yeah, they got rid of him, or at least they think they did. So we'll have to see if this is an ongoing theme, whether he meets his end every episode. But I hope they explain why he can do what he can do. One I just watched this morning, Mao. Mao is by Rumiko Takahashi, and if you know me, I have a problem with her because she can only do awkward romance and isekai shows, and sometimes isekai shows with awkward romances in them. So It seems to be the same theme every time. Tell me if you've heard this before. A girl goes to a different world and falls in love with a guy who's big, rough, and gruff, and is going around and he's killing demons. Sound familiar? This is like Inuyasha all over again. So I watched the first episode. If it's just going to be the same old thing that she puts out, nah, I'm going to drop that. Salver, there's 0 shows that you find appealing this season. Last season, you at least had Fate and Tojima Wants to be Kamen Rider. Yeah. Yeah, it's for some people, there's going to be a hard time finding the shows, and it comes in waves where it's like, oh, well, there's going to be a lot of this kind of show this season, or there's going to be a lot of this show this season. But if you don't find any shows that are appealing for you this season, you can always go back to the 1990s and maybe watch some of those shows. Because, April's all about the 1990s here. So I've got suggestions. Suggestions galore. If you want to find out, you just tell me which genre you like, and I can make some suggestions. That's all I can do. Marriage Toxin hasn't put out any episodes yet. Mistress Canon is devilishly easy. I watched this one this morning. The daughter of the devil, whose name is Canon. She wants to have something different to eat rather than just food. She wants to eat human souls. So she enrolls in a high school, and she calls them her cattle that she's trying to raise, and raise them up so that she can just eat their souls until she meets this one guy who thinks she's really cute and confesses to her. And she's never even had a boyfriend. She's never even held hands. Over the thousands of years she's been around, she has never done anything like that. So this is all new territory for her. She jumps to conclusions right away. She thinks very etchy about the stuff that he's saying, and when really he just wants to go on a date with her. And she is just flustered and everything. Anything to do with romance, she just gets flustered about. So let's see what happens here. Hey, it's the Comic Relief Crusader. How you doing, CRC? Hey, everybody. CRC, he's a great streamer. You can tune in today at noon. So in an hour and a half, he's going to be having his show called Huge Circles, where he draws his comic book that he's doing, because he is a comic artiste. And I believe he's going to have Anti-Derivative Jill on as well. So that should make for a fun time. So yeah, tune into the Comic Relief Crusader. We were just going over the shows of the week there, CRC. And Mistress Kanan is Devilishly Easy is a good comedy. It's pretty funny. We'll have to see where this goes. I think it's on the silly side. So if you like that sort of stuff, tune in to Mistress Kanan is Devilishly Easy. My Ridiculous Reincarnation hasn't aired any episodes yet. Reborn as a Vending Machine. I now want to see the Dungeon Season 3. So I've watched Season 1 and Season 2 of Vending Machine. I don't know where it gets all this hate from. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, CRC. You're doing okay? No show, though, because your dad's in the hospital and you're waiting on word about it. Okay, nope. Hey, that's okay. You take care of the IRL stuff. Don't you worry about that. I had no idea. So I hope things go well for you. Rooster Fighter is funny. Okay. I haven't watched Rooster Fighter. I don't know if I want to. But what I have watched is Reborn as a Vending Machine, and I don't know where all the hate comes from. Vending Machine is fun. It's cute. It's neat to see him turn into these different vending machines to solve problems in the other world that he's in. And they're fighting against, eventually going to fight the Netherlord. So, yeah, I want to see what happens and how he's going to do that. But vending machine, it's a fun show. Good for all ages too. I like it. Oh, The Beginning After the End Season 2. There's another show. I watched Season 1 and really enjoyed it. Season 2, getting much of the same. Our main character is getting stronger and stronger. He's able to take down the last, what was that thing? It was like a spider with a giant eye that can turn people to stone or crystal, and he was able to beat it by himself. And he was told that they needed a big group to take it down, but he took it down himself, so good for him. So I'm anxiously looking forward to more Beginning After the End. Really enjoying this, and I hope he gets even stronger. Stronger sooner, at least. I don't want it to wait all season for him to get stronger. You'll check this out. I mean, yeah, I don't know why it gets all the hate. Vending machine. I enjoy it. One of the other shows, Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King. They haven't aired any episodes yet. Or Yoa Yoa Sensei. Same thing. Nothing there yet. Nothing to report yet. But each week I will go over the shows of the season. And I will try to recap each episode. So there will be spoilery. If you don't want to hear spoilers, that's what we're going to do. And that is our spring season. Those are the shows I'm watching right now. It looks like there's 17 shows. That's a bit on the heavy side. I was hoping last season was about, what was it, 10, 11? Yeah, there was 11 shows last season. It was a lot lighter. So when we start getting into the 20s or the 25s of shows to watch, that's a lot of shows. So I try to stick with, or at least try. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but you try to stick with not as a lot of shows. And that's just being picky. Nowadays you can be picky. Back when I first started watching anime, you took what you could get. Because you liked it so much, you liked the style, you liked the story, and you took whatever they happened to show. Whatever you could find, you would watch, and you'd watch it a lot, over and over again. Now we have this big tsunami of anime shows, and there's just so much of it. It's just coming in wave after wave, and you can miss some really great ones, and you might watch ones that are just mediocre or not good at all. Just because you don't know any better, or because there's just so much of it, it's hard to pick through and see which ones are really good. Although I do think the consensus is that Frieren is very good as far as that show goes. Here, and you can always sort out your shows by score. So as you can see here, to get to know what sort of shows I like, ones I give 10s, and shows very rarely get 10s, but there's 2 of them on my list that get 10s. One is Gunbuster, and the other one's Macross Frontier. Those are the only 2 on my list that have got perfect 10s, because those shows are super enjoyable. Frieren gets a 9.5. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction gets a 9. Cowboy Bebop gets a 9. Galaxy Express 3.9. The movie gets a 9. Hokkaido Gals are super adorable. I Left My A-Rank Party. Reincarnated 7th Prince. Kantai Collection or Kankole Season 2. Macross Plus. Maytal Legend. Magic Knight Ray Earth. Magic Knight Ray Earth is up there. MHA or My Hero Academia, Queen Esmeralda's reincarnated as a sword, which is getting a second season soon. Space Battleship Yamato 2199. Osa Nubi Adventurer. Valkyria Chronicles, which was a game and now it's an anime as well. So you can play the game and watch the anime. Your Name, great movie. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark-Sided Dimensions. My Dress Up Darling. My Dress Up Darling is funny because I watched it and I thought it was great and I recommended it to Godzillionaire and he was like, I binged it all in one day and I don't have time for that. So that's pretty funny. You have to see if there's more Macross after Frontier. You have checked since that. So there's Delta, but I didn't care for Macross Delta. It wasn't as good as Macross Frontier. And after this, I know Sunrise is working on another Macross, but it hasn't come out yet. So there is a new anime in the works. They did auditions for the Idol singer for it last year, and hopefully it's going to be coming out soon. I can't wait for that. Naruto's on the list up here. Pokemon, the first movie, Rail Wars. If you like trains, watch Rail Wars. Sandland, that's one of Akira Toriyama's shows that is not Dragon Ball. Sandland. That was quite enjoyable. I liked it. I do like his design style. And it was a good show. 100 Girlfriends. There's a funny one. Oh, just hilarious. 801 TTS Airbats. This was made with the help of the Japanese Self-Defense Force. 86. 86 is a hidden gem. All about soldiers, child soldiers in war against insurmountable odds. And one girl, Lena, she is she's determined to help them out, whereas other people with white hair in her city, they have white hair that differentiates them from everybody else, and they think they're better than everybody. So they treat the other people that don't have white hair like no better than cattle, except she doesn't. She treats them like people. Dr. Amaku, it was like House the anime. If you've seen House, the doctor show, this is it in anime form, except she's a cute doctor. Bayonetta, Black Butler, Cutie Honey. That's a nice classic one from back in the day. Anyways, if you guys want to, you can always sign up for AnyList. You can find me on here too. That way you can compare lists, right? I have my list of people on here like Brandon the Anime Guy. You can check and see what they're watching right now, what he is up to. Check out his list. Yeah, you saw Transformers on my list? Yeah, it's, you like Armada? Yeah. I watched the, what was it now? Now I gotta try to, is back here, title, no, score, there we go. Yeah, Transformers the movie, a classic. But then I also have other Transformers I've seen, the Japanese versions. Let's go to title. Let's go to T for Transformers, which is down, 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 down the Ring of Fire. Here we go. So Transformers Super God Master Force. I watched that one. Transformers The Headmasters. Transformers Scramble City. That was only one episode. And Transformers Zone. So yeah, I believe there's just one more Japanese Transformers series I have to get through. And it's right down here in the T's next to Trigun. So yeah, lots of good shows. Lots of not good shows too. And if you check my stream from last year, I did Awful Anime April, and that's where I put up the shows that I considered awful, and I wish I wouldn't have watched them. So yeah, that's what went on last year. Awful April anime. And some were just terrible. Car Robots 2001. Yeah, CRC. Galaxy Force 2005. Okay, are those some of the ones you watched? Hey, what's up? Hey, it's Snort. How you doing, Snort? How's the bear doing? You doing all right? Yeah, we were just going through the anime of the season and some of the ones that I consider highly rated, ones that get a high score from me personally, my personal favorites. All on Annie List. Those are Transformers in Japan. Okay, thanks, CRC. So yeah, a lot of shows, I try to give them a score. Delicious in Dungeon was another good. Early Rains, that's a one shot, and it was good. It was all about the Wild West. Hey, you're fine, just fine, as you. I'm fine, just fine. Yeah, things are going well. I'm having a good old time. Oh, Grave of the Fireflies. There's one. That's a sad one, all right. Excel Saga is just off the wall, bent and twisted. Gunbuster 2, Diebuster. That was another good one. Harem in a Labyrinth in Another World, Howl's Moving Castle, Kankole, Kiki's Delivery Service, Lupin the Third. I got to get back into that. I'm working through the second version of Lupin, and I'm about almost halfway through. It's got 155 episodes, and I'm on 65. So, if you like, watching thieves do their thing and outsmarting the police, that's one to watch. Macross is there, of course, the original. The movie, Macross Do You Remember Love? Macross Frontier, The False Songstress. The Mighty Orbots. This was done by a Japanese company, but it was done in English, for English audiences. It was pretty darn good. I think the guy that did the voice of the Quick Bunny did the voice of the main character here. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed, MHA, Totoro. You can't go wrong with Ghibli. Hey, what's up, DJ Ronnie G? How you doing, DJ? Chilling at work? Yes, Kethia, yes. Howl's Moving Castle is so romantic. Yes. You can't go wrong with Ghibli. Yeah, DJ, Mighty Orbots and or. Then there's New Cutie Honey from the 90s, if you want to watch Cutie Honey with a little bit better animation quality. It's only 8 episodes. It's a good show. Oh, you took the day off. Atta boy, DJ. Atta boy, that's the way to do it. Then, because I'm a big One Piece fan, One Piece Film Gold, Strong World, Film Z, Episode East Blue. There's another Ghibli film, Princess Mononoke. And a hockey one. Cute girls playing hockey. It's called Pride of Orange. If you want to see girls doing cute things like playing hockey, you know, hey, I like hockey, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to see what it's all about. And yeah, they join and learn how to play hockey. That's pretty freaking awesome. I like that. There's Cutie Honey Live in Japan. Ah, yes. Good old live action. One Piece? You haven't seen one piece of it? Well, did you know that Comic Relief Crusader, he's caught up on all of them? Can you believe it? Man, what a marathon that must have been. But good on him for getting all caught up. Princess Mononoke shows a lot of animism. I am a heathen. I'm a heathen. Nah, it's all good. Yeah, it's Canada's top anime. Hockey and girls. Yeah. Yeah, Spirited Away is on here. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. You like fighting games? Street Fighter, they've got the movie, but they also have the TV series where it's young Ken and Ryu. So yeah, you want to watch guys punching it up, and if you like Street Fighter, tune into that. That is a man of dedication. Yeah, it is. Notorious Talker. I'm waiting for the second season of that one. I really enjoyed that. Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. Same thing. Waiting for a second season. Vampire Hunter D. A classic. The illustrations were done by the same guy that did Final Fantasy. Can't recall his name off the top of my head, but that's why if you look at a Final Fantasy game, it looks just like the art from Vampire Hunter D. Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. Yuri is my job. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cyber 6, which is, I don't know if you guys saw that in the US or not, but it was definitely available in Canada. Danganronpa. So there was a game, and now they made an anime out of it. Gatchaman, the original Science Ninja team. Handyman Saito, My Dear Friend Nokotan. That's silliness to the extreme. You want to watch a silly show, silly comedy show, it's Nokotan. But yeah, you guys should do yourselves a favor, sign up for AniList, track your shows, connect with other people that are watching, and you can see what they've watched and what they gave it for a score. Maybe Blaine's not the one to... Blaine doesn't give out scores. I forgot. Godzillionaire. There you go. Everyone's favorite kaiju. He's got a list. Right now he's watching The Gray Man, Freren, JJK, MHA, Noin, Steel Ball Run. He gives out scores, but they're out of 100, it looks like. He gives Transformers the movie a 100 out of 100. Gurren Lagann gets a 99. Yu Yu Hakusho gets a 99. Steins Gate 98. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood 95. Transformers 40th Anniversary Special Movie. Okay, I gotta watch that. I didn't hear about that. How long is it? Oh, it's only 4 minutes long. Okay, so a quick one. But yeah, okay, Assassination Classroom, 86. Good for him, watching 86. Death Note, Code Geass. Yeah, okay, he's got some really good ones here. Gundam Wing. One Punch Man. Spy Fam. Yeah, he's definitely got some good choices here. I can see a lot of crossover with my own. Who else? Angry Canadian? Or Serranos. There you go. He's like that kid Mikey. He hates everything. And let's go with score. Has he scored stuff? Oh yeah, okay, good. Call of the Night. Let's change this a bit. There we go. He likes Call of the Night. Fate Strange Fake, Journal with Witch, Oshinoko. Let's check out his completed though. Okay, Frerin, FMA, Girls Band Cry, Hinamatsuri, Hunter x Hunter, Kaguya-sama, lots of Kaguya-sama. Mob Psycho, Mushoku Tensei, lots of Mushoku Tensei. Samurai Champloo, Spirited Away, Bocchi the Rock, Cyberpunk, Dan. Okay, Dungelicious and Dungeon, good. Oh, lots of Konosuba. Wow, he went through lots of Konosuba. Licorice Recoil, Makane, My Dress Up Darling, One Punch Man, Oshinoko, Parasite. Ugh. Too much people eating in Parasite for me. 100 Girlfriends, he's got that up there. Vinland Saga, Chainsaw Man, Fate Zero and Fate Zero Season 2, Medalist. Reincarnated Sword, good. Ruri Rocks, yeah. Skippin' Loafer, Shoshiman, Sanda, Spy Fam, all the Spy Fam, it looks like. Yeah, like I say, I see a lot of crossover with him as well. Right on. Well, there we go, everybody. That's gonna be about it for me. Once again, I'm going to check. Here we go. Who can tell me what show this character is from? This is called Guess the Background. Samurai Champloo, so bad ending. Come on, young girl, pick one guy. I haven't seen Samurai Champloo. But yeah, it's like, come on, pick somebody. Once more though, can you guess what anime this is from? I'll give you a hint. It's from the 90s. That's all you get. I thought I had some ones that were, I guess, a little too easy because everybody was guessing them. All right. So, yes, this is the 90s for all of April. Every Sunday, tune in, and I'll showcase a few of the awesome anime series from the 90s. Some obscure ones and some really well-known and beloved shows as well. Let's just start wrapping things up here. Her eyes look like gravitation. Reggie failed to get... Yeah, I know. He tried, but he couldn't do it there, DJ. And no, Kethia, it's not gravitation. I know what that is. Don't ask me how I know what that is, but I know what gravitation is. I just wanted to thank everybody that came out today. I really appreciate it. If you could hit that like button on the old YouTube there, subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends, spread the word. Let them know old Pop's here. I'm here every Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, and on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. at night. Saturdays will be retro games, and right now I'm finishing up Odin Sphere for the PS2. What a game. I'll tell you right now, what a game. Great story, good controls, good graphics. It's a shame it has to come to an end, but it's been a while. I've been at it for a couple of months, so. Corey in the house? No, Salver, that's not it. And then, yes, Sundays is always going to be Sunday Anime Chat. Every month gets a different theme. March was nothing but anime movies, and April is the 1990s. I have done other decades in previous months, so there are the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s out there on my channel. And on Tuesdays, I talk about the skilled trades. Welding, electrical, machinist, millwright, carpenter. We talk all about that stuff. We talk about the shortage that's out there, and we talk about how easy it is to get into the trades and what you need to do to train to get into them, because you can make yourself a career that you keep with you for life. I'll also do accident investigations, and there's everybody's favorite time, and that's picture time, where I show you pictures and videos of some of the stuff I've been working on. But when I'm not streaming, you should tune into these other people that are streamers around here, like Pacific 4 and 4 and DJ Ronnie G, who's in the chat. If you like tech and turtles and astronomy, you got to tune into DJ Ronnie G. He has his Monday show on Thursdays. So do yourself a favor, check out DJ Ronnie G. Then there's Brandon, the anime guy. He does his anime shows on Saturday mornings. It's always a good time there, hanging out with Brandon. Then there's Carl at the RNG Podcast. He was in the chat earlier. Good old Carl. We've got the Comic Relief Crusader himself. He usually streams on Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays as well. Not this Sunday, however, though. Stream is canceled. But any other time, you can catch his movie matinee on Saturdays, and then his drawing show on Sundays, and then there's Titillating Tuesdays. There's also Infinite Metal. He's over on Kick and Twitch, and he plays retro games. He's got a pet undead dragon lord. So that is some fun stuff. I laugh like crazy when he's on. And then there's one VTuber named Call Me Kixie. She's very warm and welcoming and very wholesome. She plays a lot of indie games, and she streams on Saturdays. So if you want a safe for work VTuber, check out Call Me Kixie. Very friendly VTuber. But that's going to be it for me today, everyone. I had a fun time. I hope you did as well. Make sure you try to get me those guesses for the girl on screen here. She's from a very fun anime that I've watched in the past. And very enjoyable. You'll have a good time if you watch it. Somebody's got to guess it, otherwise it just stays up there. I hope to see you guys all the next time I'm streaming, which will be Tuesday night. If you're interested in the skilled trades, tune in. I'll be here Tuesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Other than that, find me on the weekends, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. That's 9 a.m. in the morning. Saturdays and Sundays. I hope to see you then. But until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.